So I'm very happy to welcome for our first interview of the day today, Saturday, Mihaela Cardu from Romania.
Yes, hello.
Thank you very much for joining us, Mihaela.
Thank you for having us here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm coming from a huge team. Now we're 11 here. We're coming from a private language school in Mihaela, and we've been coming here for like 5 years now.
Oh, super.
Yes, we're really happy to be here.
That's fantastic. We're very happy to have you here as well. Could you tell us a few things about your work initially? What you do, where you teach?
Yes, for sure. I'm a language trainer. I'm a senior language trainer in our school. I'm teaching English, general English mainly, and exam English for adults, children, teenagers, so all ages. I'm also teaching Dutch, and I'm also doing voluntary work in my spare time. We have an NGO called Bubble Education, and I'm really, really happy to be doing some voluntary work as well.
Is it an educational NGO?
Yes.
Oh.
We're basically trying to promote educational means to people who with fewer possibilities. And yes, we've created 3 libraries with books in foreign languages for children, and one center, one place where children with fewer financial possibilities come and are helped with their homework by volunteers.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Very nice. What are the aspects of your job that you enjoy the most?
Well, first of all, it's about the others. So I enjoy very much meeting people who are coming to be empowered. I feel very close to this term empowering. It's really close to me. So I like empowering people, like making them hear their voices and have a voice, and I also like empowering myself through this. Like I like going to trainings, going to conferences. I like having workshops or having classes where people can actually be themselves and learn.
What are the challenges, if any, in ELT, let's say today? What do you think?
Interesting. I think one of the challenge is that we have basically 2 things. We have people who are very diverse, varied, and we have one language that we want to give, yes, the English language. And sometimes we tend to think of one language, then there's one method, or there's the method of the year, or the method of the century that it's used. And then we forget that people are so varied and so unique that, and still their need is one, to speak English, but actually to be productive and for them to be themselves in that language. So I think this combination of what we know, of the method that we're learning, and applying this to unique individuals, this is what is a challenge. And I think this is a good challenge. So it makes us to be really aware of our job, makes us be alive, because this is again very important, to be alive, not to be stuck in a routine because if you're stuck, then they're stuck and the method is stuck, so nothing goes on. So I think being alive and having always this dialogue with English and as a tool and the people that want this tool.
Okay, let's move on to your talk that you had yesterday. I absolutely loved the title, first of all. Together/Gather IATEFL Total Learning Experience. Can you tell us a few things about it? What inspired you? What it was about?
Well, it was inspired first of all from the fact that we have been coming here, as I said, as a group, as a team for 5 years, and I have come here for 6 years. So I was here with one of my colleagues in Esztergom when this conference was held in Esztergom, and ever since we came together as a team, and I felt this need of bringing people together, of bringing people even closer to networking, to sharing ideas, to empowering people, first of all. And second of all, I think that one of my greatest values at this moment is this thing that I can silence myself. So, and I hope I will not ever give up to this silencing. So yesterday I was the speaker, I had this speaker name and the blue mark, but I was not actually a speaker because I was not only ushering people in the room, where the plenary, or not plenary, sorry, the workshop was held, And there they found all of my colleagues who were having their own workshops. We had workshops on playing games in English, on using devices in English, computer games, using your travelings, Australian themes in English, photography, and all these things and senses. And they were there doing this, and they were speaking from their own experience. They shared a lot of things, they found out a lot of things, and all the people that came there felt free. They felt free to experience, and what was surprising for me it was that they did not want to leave because they were having so much fun. And they also had this place where they could relax and reflect, and we gave them handouts. I think handouts are really important. People come for practical stuff. That's what they told me when they were leaving, that they found it very practical, not really theoretical, but they could take things and then use them in class, which I was really, really happy with. But what made me happy was that being there, I could see all my colleagues really talking from their own experience and actually empowered people in the sense that they could share, and empowered people, the ones that came, because they were given freedom and trust that they could take whatever they wanted. And yes, empowering and trust. Trust is very important, because building up this workshop was mainly on trust. I somehow facilitated the workshop. I cannot say I was the speaker. I was maybe the facilitator, and then everything was a joint work. We worked together as a team to plan the materials, to have everything done in the hall, in the room. So it was really, really about trusting.